Hey everybody! Welcome to So Many Whatnots. I'm Willow, and this is part 2 of the butterfly for my slow stitching. And I want to talk about it for a moment before I get into doing some stitching. Originally, I had decided to do raw edge on some of them, but not all of them. And then I had folded over the edges of like this middle one here. And I was gonna do the same for the green and just part of like the yellow. But I decided to do all raw edge. Now, what I did do was overlap them. So this blue and yellow are underneath. We all know how bad I am at gauging measurements and stuff. So I'm going to say 1/4 of an inch, but I can feel it like right here. So, and the other one comes to right here. So they're almost touching under there. And then just, yeah, the same. It's like right here. This one's right here. So they're overlapped underneath. And I wasn't sure I would even get to stitch on this today because I don't know what to do. I had ordered this book, Foolproof Freeform Embroidery by Jennifer Clouston, and she has a YouTube channel. She's wonderful. I really like watching her. I think she's from Australia, maybe. Pretty sure Australia. Anyways, I was looking through the book and I found so many things I want to do, but not on the butterfly. Perhaps around the butterfly, I may do something. That would be cool to just fill this space. I'm not sure where I'll put my verse. I'm thinking I'll probably put it up here. But I think to start, what I'm going to do is just blanket stitch around everything. And I think I'm going to use as similar a color as I can find because I really want the butterfly to just look how it is and really stand out and have these colors. I don't want a different color to add to the chaos of the butterfly. So my other idea was just to redo my basting stitching. But I think a blanket stitch is usually really good for raw edge because it just kind of holds that edge down. So we're going to look at some colors. Now, not all my colors are, we should look at what I already have in my mess and see if we can find some that are already. All right, so this is like 3 strands and it's pretty light. So I'm gonna put that one over here. Ooh, I do have a blue. It's very short. It matches this one here though. So that's one we'll use. And I'm just, oh, I hate to put it down. Let me open this and see. Let me actually move my basket because we're not going to be using much. Look how organized it is. We're not going to be using anything in here in this part. So I'm just going to put this on my ironing board where I stash everything until I need it. And we'll just scooch this over. Okay, so I have actually that one will match. I have a lot of different colors. I believe that is this one. Looks very much like it. I'm just gonna pop that in there. I really don't think I have enough. I really don't. So I'm gonna take this off and just add it to my mess. I have a little mess in here already. I don't have a big tangle, but I'm just gonna put that in there. Some of these others probably need to go in there too. Maybe even this one. We should probably just clean this off. I feel like they're too small for anything but like French knots. And if I want to make a French knot, I can just grab one. So, okay, so we have these two for sure. Now the greens, I have a lot of greens. This one's darker. So it's going to be probably one of these two. I want to say it's this one here. Ooh, and something lighter. Maybe this. That actually looks good. Gosh, we should really clean this off. That has a lot still on it. Still not enough to do a whole one. Maybe enough to do something else. That's a cream. I don't need that, and that does have a lot on it. Another, that might be pink. Oh no, I was wrong. Wrong pink to have a lot. Sorry, I'm just like this. That needs to go over here. We're doing a little cleaning beforehand. That's going to be too light for both of those. This is mixed, so I'm just going to take that off. Again, I'm not sure why I kept all these super short ones. I think I just use them and stick them in there. And I think this is the same one. I'm hesitant that that would be enough to go around though. Yeah, I'm gonna save it though because there is a lot on there. And then this pink should be enough to do, maybe that, I'm not sure. Okay, so far we have these. Let me just check. No. Yeah, I think that's the one. Okay. The yellows are very close. They may end up being the same. That's too light. I don't really want to do the same. But I think the pinks, some of those will be the same too. So, and these are all I have for yellows. It's way too dark. Yeah, I think we will go with those different ones. Okay. Okay, so we have these. I'm gonna put, I got them all out and now I'm like, where do I put them? All right. Because the pinks and red, let's just decide first and then we can grab that. Okay, so the light pink, I believe that one's perfect. I don't think I have one to match that actually. It's pretty mauve-y. So I could do like that. Oh, that color is difficult. I just don't have anything for it. Yeah, that's okay though. We'll just use this one here. Yeah, I might not have anything for this either. All right, so these are my 3 reds. All right, there's that. And I really feel this should be a pink, not a red. Oh, actually, you know what? I think this one would be okay. Or, I know I have to look at my computer too. When it comes to matching very closely, I'm not so great at it. I think we'll go with this one. Okay. So these two are so similar, but I don't. Oh no, actually, that one's perfect. Okay, we're gonna do that. All right, awesome. So we have everything picked out. Let's see if I can. I don't know where any of this belongs. We'll sort that out later. Okay, I'm gonna put this back. Is that this color? No. It's none of them. Go figure. It's this one, I bet. Yep, it's one I'm not using. Okay, we'll put that back there. Okay, so I have everything picked out, and what I want to do is do both colors. Oh, the brown. We need a brown. I forgot about the brown. All right, I just picked up a bunch of browns because I don't know. You know when you're in the store and they just don't look the same? I think we'll go with the deeper brown there. Okay, so these are our two browns. And they just don't look the same. They never look the same. It's like that with paint for your walls. You get home and put it on your wall and you're like, oh, this is not the color that I saw in the store. And I'm not one to like test stuff. I go to the store, I buy the paint, I bring it home, I paint the wall. That's it. I have better things to do than to test out colors and buy samples. Like, I'm not that person. I will never be that person. Yeah, if it works, it works. But I buy it all at once. Okay, so I want to keep these separate so I know kind of what I'm doing here. So these are for this side. I don't want to put them back in here. I'll get them mixed up and I'll end up with totally different stuff. Okay, and these are going to go on my left. And I'm not going to do this whole thing on video. So I'm not sure what's going to happen actually. But yeah, I'm not going to do the whole thing on video. So I'm hoping they don't get all messed up, but here's my two piles, right side, left side, and the browns. I don't know whether to start with the brown, but I think I should. Because okay, when I was trying to explain, let me get my little pointer I used in my other videos. Always. I want to do the blanket stitch around the entire thing. And then with the next one, I want to also do it. So I'll have some back-to-back blanket stitches. And I'm hoping it works out. If I don't like it, I can always take it out. It's not like it has to stay. And so the other thing is I did not do an invisible based. And so I am going to need to take these out to do it. So I think I'm going to take these off. Just these little ones. And I'm going to put these aside. Put a pin in them so I don't lose them. And I think I'll actually put them in my box with my browns because those I'm not going to mess up. They're right there. And I'm just going to set that aside because it'll take me a while to do this part. Okay, and so I'm going to start here and do the blanket stitch here. And then I will do the next one. And I'm going to be taking these out as I go. Okay, now, if I can remember, do I start at the top or the bottom, guys? What did I do last time when I messed it up? Top, bottom, top. Okay, I think I'll start at the top. We'll figure it out, right? I never know. All right, so I have some on here already because I used it before, but I'm gonna do 2 strands because I don't want it too thick. And so I'm hoping one length will be long enough to get around the whole thing, but if not, it's really simple to join blanket stitch. So I am going to leave that out just in case, if it'll come off my finger. Here we go. And put these back together. Grab a needle. Somebody asked what size needle I use. I have no idea. If it goes through, it works. And I'm one of those, I will lick the thread. I don't even care. See, I don't care. Don't come after me. Or do, whatever. I don't care. I will lick the thread until, the end. Yeah, some people get really oh my gosh, don't do that. That's horrible. Yeah, it's fine. It's my quilt. I'll do what I want. I also tie lots of knots. So I lick thread and I tie knots. The unsubscribe button is, no, I'm kidding. Please don't do that. Okay, so I know this is gonna go over. That's kind of why I wanted to put that on first, was so that I could just butt up right next to it. Should I do that? I think I should do that. Okay, change of plans, guys. I'm gonna put the center on first. Not the head, just the body. Yeah, that way when I come here I can just butt right up against that and I'm not sewing over a bunch of stitches underneath. So I'm gonna stick that right in there and put it back. And this head might not even go on. It's so small, I don't know if I'll be able to put it on how I want to. So all right, let's get a length of this. And I think I'll just do fingers to armpit or shoulder, whichever you prefer to say. All right. I'm just really excited for this. I hope it turns out well, but if it doesn't, then I can always make a new one. And I have no idea what it'll look like when it's done. My hands are so dry. I'm very sorry. And my cat got me in a few places. And with the graves, it's not the graves, it's the medicine I'm on to attempt to control it, which it doesn't. Mine's uncontrollable. That's why I'm having surgery, hence the butterfly to represent the thyroid. And so I heal very slowly, which is kind of annoying. But it is what it is. And I think I almost want to keep all these together since they're the ones I'm going to be using. Goodness, is that one better? No, it's not. Okay. When it's over here, sometimes far away, it looks better. And then when you put it up to it, it doesn't. Oh, these containers. Ugh. Okay. I need to get something to like just hang them on, you know. I think I've seen those in videos. All right, let's put these back together. Grab a needle, any needle, attempt to put them through. That's not going to work. It's very... Lick the thread if you feel like it. I know it makes it supposedly bigger, but it goes through better. For yarn, you just kind of like wrap it around, squeeze it, and put it through. But I never found that works in sewing, even with this thread. Okay. Tie a little knot. I should have probably got some glue. You know that little glue? I don't have it anymore. I used it on my Lori Holt quilt, and it worked great till I ran out and tried something else, and now that quilt has like permanent glue spots on it because I used the wrong stuff. It was very difficult to quilt through. And somebody said PVC, which if you don't know, that's what they use in bookbinding because it keeps everything, oh, come on, Willow, use your brain. Oh my goodness. Flexible. It keeps everything flexible. Wow, sorry. Okay. Goodness. Oh, anyways, so let's see if I do this right the first time, unlike last time. I need to take a pretty good chunk too on this. Anyways, it keeps it flexible. Now, I have used PVC because I do make journals. I haven't made any in a while. I think I'm going to do these pretty close together. I haven't sold many because I didn't really promote it very much. And I kind of want to use a lot of them. I love them. I love them so much. Anyways, so, oh, I can't wait till my little tiny pins come. They'll be so helpful here. What was I saying? Oh, the PVC glue keeps everything flexible. It's used in bookbinding. And so like I have a whole ton of it because you use it on the spine, and I use fabric on my journals for the covers. Maybe I'll show you guys one sometime. I always say that and I never do. I still haven't gotten, like, I haven't taken video of my chickens or anything yet. And I want to show you guys my chickens because I love them. But anyway, so I have the glue. And I'm just hesitant to try it out, but I might. I actually might have some up here. Because when I do the Bible journals, there are places where it's better to glue than to come on, Willow, the brain, use it. Oh my goodness, it's been a long week for real. Yeah, the way I make them, it's better to glue than use the double-sided tape. I also use double-sided tape on those, not on the journals, because those I make, like I sew the pages together and everything. Okay, so these corners, I don't know how you're supposed to do it, but this is how I do it. I do 3 stitches in the same hole. I do one going that way, one to the corner, and one straight up. And So I'm doing 3 stitches. It almost never like stays where it's supposed to, the corner. Corners just don't work well in stitching. Try to avoid them. Might be able to stick one in the middle here. Go a little farther down. To keep an eye on the time. I can do about an hour before I have to save the video, or there's like not enough space on my computer. I'm gonna have to move this. I feel like this is going to be a very raggedy piece, which I actually like because my thyroid is in rags, literally. Not literally. Literally, not literally. But, you know, it's messy. It has caused a mess. It is... Oh, speaking of a mess, I got my thread messy. You know, it's just causing so many problems. I didn't get through that loop there. Okay. There we go. Having problems. And yet I still prefer this thread over pearl cotton. Some people much prefer the pearl, but I like this stuff. It just gives me problems. And I think I like it because like it's what I started with when I started doing embroidery. All right, I'm just gonna leave that because it's not noticeable. You can't see it. It's just a teeny little extra bit. Oh no, I think I got it. Okay. Anyways, it's gonna be pretty covered up. So by the head. Should be. Might be. I guess we'll see. Yeah, so I don't mind if it's frayed and a little wild. Definitely doesn't need to be perfect. Number one, because it's slow stitch, and number two, because like I said, my thyroid is a mess. And that's what this represents, is my hopefully upcoming surgery to get rid of it. So, if you would like to know more, I explain more. I think in the first video of this series, I don't know, it might be in a different one. Pretty sure it's the first one though. It's been a journey, a very long journey. So yeah, I think stitching this on first was the right move. And I am literally just gonna blanket stitch around everything. And I don't mind it. I like blanket stitch. It's an easy stitch. It's meditative. It's just sit and chill and watch some YouTube and stitch around all this and then figure out what to do next, because I don't know what to do next. All I know is I definitely want a verse on here. And I think I might do it in brown. Brown, green, blue, and it'll probably be up here. But otherwise, I'm not sure what to do with all the white space, or if I even should do anything. I'd kind of like to try some stuff out of, is it Jennifer Clausen's book? I showed this in the beginning, the freeform embroidery, and it basically takes like your basic stitches and adds to them. And so you might just do like a feather stitch and then add something else to make little flowers in it, and just really get it, you know, make something that looks incredibly complex out of pretty simple stitches. So yeah, so I'm thinking I might try, I have to move this. The pen keeps getting in the way. So yeah, I might try something. I might outline the butterfly, or yeah, I have no idea. Maybe put some flowers. I'm really in like, all right, guys, here's the thing. I never liked flowers. Okay. I didn't like getting them because they were going to die anyway. I did not like spending money on them because, you know, they would sit and perish. um, I didn't care for them outside either. I was just kind of like, whatever. Flowers. Meh. Now I love flowers. But I love stitching flowers. I could still care less about them outside unless they are like useful. And I hate to say that, but you know, I am into herbalism, and so nature being useful is kind of, you know, a big part of that. But I still don't plant flowers around my house. A lot of people plant flowers. I don't buy hanging baskets unless they have something like strawberries in them, or, you know, something useful. Yeah, so I love stitching flowers. I am really enjoying fabric with flowers. I used to hate anything with flowers. I wouldn't buy a shirt with flowers. I wouldn't buy like anything with flowers. But I think it might have started with that Lori Holt quilt on my wall. Something sparked my love of flowers, and now I love flowers. I don't know. I was kind of a tomboy growing up. I was more into Ninja Turtles and collecting baseball cards than I was Barbies. And now I don't know. I feel like I'm coming into my more feminine era, I guess. I bought dresses. Like, I despised dresses. I hated them as a kid. Like, seriously. Despised. Would not wear them. As an adult, I only wore them to like weddings. And of course, I wore one in my wedding. I could probably count on one hand the number of times I wore a dress as an adult. Now, I did used to wear dresses over jeans, but I don't really count that. But now I own like 6 dresses and I love them. I absolutely love them. They're so comfortable. And I wear them with my cowboy boots because why not? I think that's like the trend now, is like wearing them with sneakers, like wearing dresses with sneakers or something, or maybe that's just high school kids, because it seems like every dance my son goes to, whoever he's going with is in sneakers, or you see a bunch of them in sneakers. My niece, I saw a photo from one of her dances and she was wearing sneakers. So I think it's like a trend right now. So I don't feel bad doing it. Even though I'm not a teenager anymore, I'm 43, I think, somewhere around there. I'm 40 something. I'm more than 40 and less than 45. I haven't hit that milestone yet, but I know I hit the 40. So, uh-oh. I need to send a text here quick. My son is calling me from upstairs and I'm recording. So, just gonna put that there, send that message, and keep going. And then, yeah, he read my text. He'll let me know what's up. And if I need to stop recording, I will. And I will do, you know, come back later and work on this, but just so you know, in case I do have to go. Oh, he's just okay. He said Eastern is 1 to 5. We got to reconsider. Okay. He's so funny. He's trying to pick a college right now, and so one of his top choices has a bad record right now. The season just started. I mean, come on. Anyways, he's really good. He's going to a D3, but he's definitely, I would say, low D1, high D2 quality player. So he doesn't have the grades to go to those. And so he's been looking into these little D3 colleges. So he'll go in there and clean it up. But yeah, it's a really good school. But there's also a couple others he's really looking at. And I think one wants him to play football also. And so that would be cool if he got to do both, you know. But yeah, whatever happens. All right. So I'm almost done this. I'm going to leave the head off because, like I said, I'm just not sure if... Oh, my dog's grunting. My other one. My son's dog. We have 2 German Shepherds, and one is mine and one is my oldest son's. And she's grunting. She wants to go upstairs, and he doesn't like her up there all the time because they get hair everywhere. So, and she's annoying because she's a shepherd, and they're Velcro dogs. And yeah, so she's grunting down here, hanging out with me. Actually, that makes me wonder where my dog is. I think he might be upstairs. Oh, goodness. They're the greatest dogs, though, shepherds. They are amazing. Okay, 1 stitch or 2? I think I'll do 2. It's kind of one of those spots where 2 is like too close together and 1 is too far apart. So we're just going to put 2 in. Oh, I like this. It's cute. All right. And I'm going to put this down just on the other side of that first stitch. Oh my gosh, did I start at the top or the bottom? Guys, they say this brain fog lifts, like, goes away after you have your thyroid out, when you have the Graves' disease. So I'm really hoping I can remember which way to start once that happens. Because I'm over here like, wait, top or bottom? Where did I start? Oh my goodness. Okay. I think I started on the top. I'm just going to tie a knot here. Cut that off. Sometimes I will, yeah, that's like, I don't think this is useful. Somebody once said if it's 6 inches or more, it's useful. And this is like, I guess it's 6. Maybe I could do some French knots with it or something. I guess I'll save it. Sometimes I'll weave in the ends after I tie a knot if I don't feel the knot's great. So that is also an option. So I have nothing to take out here. I did stitch that down. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. Yeah, this is gonna look okay. Okay. And it won't distract from the butterfly because I want to stitch on the butterfly, but I don't want it to be distracting or taking away from it. this stitching is not for show, I guess you could say. Like, you know, on the crazy quilt, and not so much a log cabin. The log cabin was just stitching and it added to it, but it didn't distract. So it's more like that. But like the crazy quilt, you know, you want that distraction. You want to see beautiful stitching on those seams. And this one, no, I don't. I want the fabrics to really shine, but I also want to stitch. So I'm going to start on this one. I'm just going to take a few of these out at a time. I need like a thingy-mabobber. I don't know what the thingy-mabobber is called. I'm just going to cut that right down because I don't know where it comes off on the end. I need like a picker thing. I guess I could use the edge of this. But I don't want to do too much at once because like I said, I did not glue this down. So maybe like right there. I'm going to try like half of it. That's about half. We're close to half. And then see, this is now loose, but then this is still down, and these edges are pretty well down, I think. Okay, so if that was an arm's length, yeah, this is probably not going to be enough. It might be enough for like the bottom ones, and I did finger to arm, and this looks like it's finger to arm because my hand's curved. I'm sorry, shoulder, armpit, whatever, what have you. So I may need to do a little longer one or just use extras. I'm out of coffee. That's so not fun. It's almost 2 o'clock. I shouldn't have any more. How sad is that? Where do I want to start? Maybe right here. Yeah, so about the coffee. Let's make sure I'm doing the right one before. Yeah. See, that's really red now. Oh, it's definitely the right one though. Okay, so about the coffee. I am quitting coffee. I'm trying to quit coffee. It may or may not happen. Coffee's really bad for me. Especially until I get my surgery. Coffee is so bad for Graves. And I know this. I just love coffee. And I think I'm going to treat this like a corner and do 3 stitches in that one hole there. Okay, so coffee's bad. And nope, just 2 stitches because now we're on the straight there. Okay, coffee's bad for me. And I should be fine like after my surgery, maybe. But if I quit it, I'm just going to quit for good. So I'm down. I was drinking probably 6 cups at the most, and then I went down to about 3, and I'm down to 1.5. And if I drink any more today, I'll go over that 1.5. So I have like 1/2 cup to 3/4 of a cup. The second time I wake up. So my one son gets on the bus at 6:30. And then my other one is a senior, so he has late start, so he does not. So I go back to bed for an hour after I get my youngest one on the bus before I wake my older one up, and that's when I get my coffee. And then I just finished mine. Let's see, we're like 45 minutes in. So I just finished my, probably more like a half a cup. Yeah, that was probably more half a cup of coffee. I kind of want to show you what I'm doing here, but I'm not going to be able to do that in a whole hour. It's going to take me probably right up to the end to finish this. So I will, if I don't make it to the hour, I will save this video and then show you what I'm doing before I go off camera and work on this and relax, because the whole point of this is to relax and slow stitch. But I do want to show you what I'm planning to do. And again, if I don't like it, it may change. With the double blanket stitch. So I'm not doing this fast. I'm just doing it. And I am trying to make them similar sizes for no reason. I just don't feel like making the legs of the blanket stitch different sizes. That's all. Literally the only reason. I think it'll look nice. I'm really excited to get to the next one to see if I like it. I think I will. Anyway, so the coffee, yeah, I'm quitting coffee. I don't like regular tea, and that's the tea that you think of when you think of tea. It's oh my gosh, what's the plant name? I can't think of the plant name. Oh my goodness. Oh, the brain fog. Anyways, all tea, black tea, green tea, oolong tea, they all come from the same plant. I believe it's a tree. And so when I talk about tea, I'm not talking about that because I don't like those. And maybe I just haven't had a good cup of tea. But like white tea, green tea, they're all the same. And they are called different things based on when it's harvested. And the caffeine content is also based on when the leaves are harvested. So, also, I don't believe you can grow it here in the US. You might be able to grow one inside. If I could remember if it was a tree or a plant, that would really help. But I do not, I don't drink it. It's not like a medicinal thing really. So I just don't, I learned about it. That's the extent of it. So I'm talking more like herbal tea. Chamomile, lavender, stuff like that. Okay, so my son came downstairs. So I had to talk to him quick. And so I just took out a couple more of these real quick. So yeah, there's that. It seems to be moving a little bit, which is, it's fine. I'm not worried about it. Anyways, I was talking about tea. So like herbal teas like chamomile, lavender, catnip would be a good one for me. Catnip's amazing, not just for cats. Although, see, now I have to look and see what I'm going to be able to drink when I have my thyroid out and when I'm on the med to control the hypothyroid state that I will be in. Because when you don't have a thyroid, you go hypo because your body doesn't make the hormones. So I'll have to supplement with medicine my whole life. But everybody says it's the best decision they've ever made. Those who suffer with Graves and have a lot of issues like I do with it. So, yeah. Anyways, catnip. Catnip's amazing. Oh, I love cats. I should do something with cats. I need to write that down, but these are getting longer. I don't want them to so much, but we're just gonna keep going. So catnip's really good for fevers, and it's good for calm and relaxation, for sleep. It's so good. It's great for cats. My cats love it. I have a ton of catnip. My son really likes his catnip when he's sick. I have a fever tea I make that has, see, catnip, elderflower. I'm sure you've heard of elderberries. This is elderflower. So the flowers of the bush, and I planted one last year. So I do need to cover it with a net, and I should be able to harvest berries this year. We'll see. I do have plenty of berries and flower, so I won't harvest any elderflower. Oh yeah, the tea. So there's like 5 things in it. Spearmint. Let's see. What did I say? Elderflower, catnip. Yarrow's really good for fevers, but that's in a different formula. I don't remember that one being in this one. And he didn't like the other one, and that one had peppermint, but it had a lot of peppermint. And so I think it was just too strong. I do have yarrow growing though. Yarrow's good for so many things. So yarrow is hold on one second. I need to check something. Yarrow is, okay, it's not done. I had to save the other one, but I want to get this done before my other son gets home. So I'm just checking to see if it's saved yet. It uses a lot of space to save, so I need to delete it as soon as it's saved so I can keep this one going. Anyways, catnip is very good for, no, we already went over that. Yarrow. Yarrow was the soldier's herb, and they used it to stop bleeding in, I think, the Civil War. And so this is so cute. And so yeah, yarrow is always good to have if you're into herbs and stuff. Yeah. I'm sad though. I really enjoy my lemon balm tea, and it's great for hyper, but it's not good for hypo. So, it's one of those, herbs are weird. Herbs, like, they affect you. Like, if you have a certain condition, they'll affect that condition, but if you don't have it, it won't. So, like, you can drink lemon balm tea all you want. And if you don't have hyper or hypo, it's not going to affect your thyroid. But if you do, it will. So it's herbs are so odd. They're so strange like that. They just yeah. Uh-oh. Top or bottom? Okay, we're gonna start at the top because I think that's where, yeah, that is where we, oh, I can't wait until my brain fog subsides. And maybe it won't. I mean, I'm hoping it does, and I'm assuming it does, and I am speaking as if it will. But I cannot know for sure how the surgery will affect me and my problems, because everyone's different and people do respond differently. Oh, he doesn't want you up there, Bugs. I'm so sorry. You gotta stay down here. You wanna put your nose up here? You wanna boop? Boop? Come here, boop. Nope, up here. No? Okay, stop wagging your tail. Okay. Yes, I love you too. Okay, go away. I'm recording. I'm recording. Yes, I am. Okay, get. Go. Go lay down. Good girl. That's a good girl. That's Katie. We call her Bugs. All right, let me check and see if this is done yet. Yes, it is. So I can delete that now and free up some space. And we're still recording. Good. Okay. So I still have to go do this side. And then, so I did 2 here also, if you can see that. Because it's not like a 90-degree angle, and yeah, I think one more would put it going the wrong way, and so I'm just gonna go this way, and I'm gonna come up right, like, I'm not going into the next one. I'm coming right at the seam. Okay, so right at it, and I'll just show you one more time here. And there is nothing to pick out of this one because it's underneath. Okay, so you see that? I'm just coming right between. Well, it's not between because this one's overlapping. So, yeah. But yeah, right there. So, let's see. Herbs, coffee. I'm going to be talking about my thyroid forever. Okay, not forever. Don't be melodramatic, Willow. I'm trying this new thing where I don't, like, exaggerate things. And just like that. Oh, I'm going to be talking about forever. No, I'm not. Not forever. Until it happens, probably. After it happens, sure, probably, but not forever. Anyways, I'm sorry if you're tired of hearing about it. It's just been such a big part of my life for so long. I'm sure you all have something that has just wreaked havoc on your life at some point in your life, and this is definitely one of the 2 major events that has really had a major effect on me. So, and my family, really. Not just me. Pretty much everybody I love has been affected by this. Some because I don't drive, some because of the mood swings, some because they live with me and they're my children. Yeah, so many people. And so I just hoping and praying that, you know, it doesn't just bring relief to me, but it brings relief to other people. Yeah. So we're just stitching along here. I really like it. It's like enough, but it's not too much, you know. If it was a different color or maybe a more fancy looking stitch, I think it might be a little too much for this. Yeah. I think this looks really nice. And I'm almost to the point where I can show you my whole vision for this. And we both get to see if it works out. I say we both, but it's we all, because I'm here. I have no idea how many people are watching this video. I mean, nobody is at this specific moment in time because I'm recording it. But you know what I mean. Can you hear my birds? They're getting so big. I really need to take a video or some pictures for my Sunday vlog, which used to be my Monday vlog, but I moved it to Sunday so I could pre-record. And that's been really helpful. It's been a lot less stressful to record and then not have to edit right away. I didn't mind it so much, but it can get a little much because that's my whole day. Editing doesn't take long, but you know, saving the videos can take a very long time, depending how long they are, and then there's the editing, then the uploading, making thumbnails. It's not too bad. And I'm always doing something else while I am waiting for it to save or upload or whatever it's doing. All right, let's see here. Oh, this is kind of a predicament of one. Just gonna kind of go with it. So I kind of doing them all in the same. I really need to get 2 more stitches in here, but they're at an odd place. I guess I don't need one more. I wonder if kind of do to get that to stretch over there. Oh, I really don't want one though. All right, I'm gonna try it. I'm just gonna put it there and see what happens. Let's look. Well, it's a little funky, but nobody's gonna notice. All right. Now I can show you what I am planning to do. I've seen people do this where they just like stick it through and then wrap it a couple times or a few times, hold it, pull it through, almost like a quilter's knot. And I like that, but I keep forgetting to try it. So, not long enough to keep in here, but it'll go in my little pile of shorts, very short ones. Okay. Yeah, I like that. That looks good. Okay, so I am done with this. I'm just gonna put it away. I thought about keeping it out just because I have like all the colors and stuff, but I'm not going to. All right, so next is this one. Whoop, I got a mess here. And it looks like I have 4 strands left. Do I? I do. Yay. Yeah, that is a little shorter. So I'm going to leave that out just in case, but this should be enough to get through. And so let me grab 2 of them. And then these 2 are ready to go when I need it. Oh, they're always sticking to my hands. All right, and then all right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this. I'm going to go a little bit of the ways, and then we're going to see if we like it. And if I like it, I'm going to continue off camera and do the rest, because yeah, I'll do the rest. And I don't know. I don't want these videos to be like too terribly long. Especially when they're in a playlist, so you can watch them in order. They are in the Stitch and Chat playlist. And let's see, I might upload this one tomorrow. If I don't continue, I'll just edit and set it to upload for tomorrow. Okay, so this line should be stitched. No, it's not. This is on top. Okay, that's on top. So it'll be this one that'll be stitched down when, okay, so let's see here. I want to be very careful when I'm like taking these out. See, that's the bottom one. Clip that off and then cut this one, because I don't want to cut anything that shouldn't be cut. I mean, I have more fabric, but I still think I should order more. The 2 places I order from, it's pretty much sold out now. Okay, so I can show you actually what I did. So I stitched that down underneath, and it is just, you know, I cut it longer, 1/4 inch, which by my standards is more than 1/4 inch. So, I'm just going to do a little at a time. That might be half, but I don't want to go too far. This is going to be a challenge. This is a problem. Sorry, I'm thinking, and I'm not thinking out loud because I'm just staring at it. So there's nothing actually going through my brain at the moment. I think I'm just going to put a few stitches, let's see, over top of it to hold it down. So I am not going to do the blanket stitch right there. I'm just going to put a couple over it, maybe 3. I really worry about that right there. Yeah. And then I'll start the blanket stitch. Oh, I feel like I need a pin in this. All right. I'll put a pin in, probably stab myself a few times. Gotta love sewing. All right. Yeah, this is why you don't do like points and stuff, like really small points. I may have to do this on the edge too, but it'll be fine. I might just have to do that to everything to make it look uniform, which is totally fine. Not a problem. I'm gonna do a few more. It's not exactly what I wanted, but it's what I got. So, all right. So you see what I did there? I just put a few stitches in. It looks goofy. It's fine. And I'll probably do a couple on the other side. Maybe I'll even do some up here. Who knows? Oh. All right, so then I'm gonna come from the top. I hope this doesn't fray too much. Yeah, this is really risky, going halfway in between that when it's so like frayed. And I don't starch. I just don't. I don't starch anything. I never have. I never will. Oh yeah, that's falling apart. Ah. Okay. I'm still not going to, even though I'm having issues. Gosh, if I just go out farther and then I do it on all of them, I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, so I'm just gonna actually keep going. And then, so it'll be like some just satin stitch to hold it in place. And I will do that on maybe every color or maybe just these two. I think it would look fine just those two also. So yeah, what I should have done, you know what, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should just, it's only this one I have a problem with and that one there. Nope, we're just gonna keep going. I thought I should cut out new pieces and fold under like my original plan. I'm not going to. If I do this again, I would hope I would remember that that's what I need to do, because this is kind of a mess. So if you're watching this, you may consider going back and doing what I had originally planned. Oh, I still might. Gosh, it's bad. Guys, it is bad. I need to take this out. Okay. Oh, but leave it on. Ah. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back. I'm going to cut new pieces. I'm going to fold them under. And since these are sitting on top of these, there's no problem. No problem at all. I really feel this is, let's just take this out on camera. Our happy little messes. I have no problem undoing things while you're watching. No problem at all. All right, I'm using the eye of the needle side, and I'm just gonna take these out, maybe. Might have to use my scissors. If I went through other threads, then I'll have to, yeah. Let's do that. And this is a learning experience. Like I said in the other one, I never really saw anyone do this on, I couldn't find a video, so I am winging it. So we are learning together. Okay, so now I need to take out the basting stitches, which just go around, and then you can see underneath it, so you'll see what I did anyway. Although I think you did. Oh no, I had those pieces folded. Oh, and I cut them. And so I don't actually have I do have to cut new pieces is what I'm saying. I'll still leave this edge raw, but then this inside edge will be folded over more, and it's just going to have fabric to grab onto. So, all right, let's take that off. And see, I just had basted those down there also. All right, and then we want to take this one out. So I'm going to snip right there. I see some in here. I want to snip and right there. Okay. And then we'll get these out. All right, so I am still going to stitch that. I hope I can get these cut out and done before my son gets home because it is Friday and it's gonna get really loud in here. All right, this is underneath there and it is stitched down. So I'm just gonna pull, no problem. These are gonna go in my scrap pile. I said I wouldn't need the basket. Guess what? I need the basket. All right. That kind of looks cool. Anyways, I'm going to set that aside, grab my basket. So that would be piece B. So let's get, or A, not A. Oh, goodness. B or 2. It's piece 2. Wow. Wow, wow, Willow. Need to get a baggie for these before, you know, before, which ones did I use? Hello, where are you? You're way down there. There you are. All right. Yes. Well, there's 2 of those. Okay. This was the right side. Oh, I must have another one cut up somewhere. This must be a double. And I want these. Whoop. There is a little scrap. Cut this little edge off. Maybe I'll keep that. And we are going to fold this one. Now the only thing is it's not going to be able to go underneath, which is fine. It's just going to be a little different. So I will fold those later. See, stuff like for some reason this doesn't stress me out, but like, you know, when you make like a big quilt and it gets let's see, that's left, that's right, left, okay, I think this is right. When you have a big quilt and really screw up and then it gets like, it's so daunting to, yeah, it's just, you know how it is. It's no fun. Yes, both sides need folded and I do need to draw on both of them. And I'm just gonna make this a little bigger. I will cut it off where it needs to be. And so there will be just, I might fold, yeah, I can fold it in. Okay. See, this is how I think, is what it is. That's why I like these videos, because I can just jabber on and my process is out loud. And yeah, okay, so I'm going to cut this out, but then I'm going to put this on the other piece and draw on it. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Just go there like that. And I don't mind cutting these out 2 at a time at all. No problem. especially where like I'm doing, you know, I'm folding it over. So, well, I really don't think these are worthy of being saved. Maybe these will have to go. All right. Now I need to, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to fold this in, I think. And then I really want a good crease on that. I'm going to cut a little bit off because they get really fun to fold when there's too much. That might not even be enough. Want a little bit, but not too much, or they don't fold well. All right. So then I'm going to fold these in. And I need to roll this really good there. Let me just cut a couple, not too many, because I don't want it to go fraying on me again. Yeah, I'm just gonna, wonder if I can, ooh, press really hard. Oh wow, okay. I'm a little goofy today, and that's okay. Let's see. Okay. And then I'll cut that top off. See, I feel like I already went through this. I already explained this, and I should have left it how it was, but I didn't. And that's a lesson learned. Okay, so I have that edge. Yeah, I guess I'll cut this off now. No big deal. Is it? Too late if it is. Okay. I'm not going to cut this side, but it's going to be, just, as long as I get this, maybe I should have folded all of them like I did the crazy quilt, but I really like the raw edge. Like, I don't know. I really like the raw edge, so I didn't. But there are options for you now that you have seen my mess. All right, I'm just gonna do one to start because I still really want to show you what it's gonna look like, because I really want to see what it's gonna look like. All right, now I'm gonna need a good bit of pins to keep this on here while I stitch, because I'm not gonna stitch it down. I'm not gonna pre-stitch it because it is going through a few layers. I don't feel it's necessary. Okay. And that actually ended up right where it needs to be down here, so excuse me, get some water. Now I'm going to tell you right now, I am not going to do this for these. These have plenty here. This is not going to fray. So I'm going to leave these. I'm not going to do this for those. It's just not needed. All right, I'm gonna make sure this is where it belongs over here. Hopefully I can just get through like this first little bit to show you, and then I will go off camera and do the rest. All right, there we go. So I'm just gonna use what I have left of the thread that I cut off. And the stitching, I'm hoping will, you know, hide everything that doesn't belong where it doesn't belong. So let's start, I'm gonna have to cover this a little. All right, so I'm gonna start here. I kind of want to pull that down a little. All right. I guess we're gonna go right there. No, I started in the middle. Oh well, I started in the middle. Wait, can I come up? Oh, maybe I shouldn't be stitching today, guys. Goodness gracious. Goodness. Okay. Around 537. Here we go. All right. So get that close to there. I wanted to start over here and just do a couple on this side and then start going around. And this is going to be kind of like the other side where they kind of run into each other a little bit. Okay, so I want to come up here. Oh no, did that come out? Oh my gosh, guys, really? I'm losing my mind. All right, so I want to do one here. And then I'm going to grab those corners. So I'm going to do everything in this. Oh, it doesn't really go far enough. Okay, well, it's fine. All right, so corner, one right there. Trying to come close to the, yeah, this is still gonna just look funky. And we're just gonna go with it. Okay. It'll be fine. And you know what I can do once all this is stitched down? Maybe I will, maybe I should have stitched these down first and then did this. I don't know. All right, now we get to see it. Guys, we finally get to see what I'm talking about. Okay. So, I am, it looks so funny. I think I am going to cover that up with this or some more fancy stitching. Ooh, some more brown fancy stitching around it. Yes, good idea. Good idea, Willow. Okay, anyways, I'll have to write that down so I don't forget and hopefully I don't mess it up even more. All right, I'm going down. I'm just going to do this one stitch at a time. I'm going down the middle and I'm coming up. Oh, it's very hard to do when I'm holding it up so far. I'm coming up between them because I don't want, sorry, and then I can't like, I'm not good at doing this slowly. Okay. Because I want them to kind of match up. And they don't have to match up like the legs or anything. I just want this to follow along. So, I'm gonna go down and come up. I gotta do it in one swoop, I'm sorry. Come up right there. Okay. And so these two lines are running right next to each other, but they're not overlapping. And I could have done that, but that's not how I want it to be. All right, let me do a few more and then I'll show you. And then I will I will go off camera and probably work on this for a good part of the evening. And I do need to remember to do some more stitching around there, or even, nope, see I'm in the thread there, the red thread, or even just like take this off and redo it, which is possible and might look better, but we'll see what happens. I'm gonna get all of these stitched and then I'll decide what to do with that. Because I still just, I'm not a fan of how this looks here. I'll figure something out though. And it'll look good because this is a good looking butterfly. And I'm really happy with it, like really happy with it. I knew I wanted a butterfly. I did not know who, what, where, when, why. And this is what came of it when we started the last video. I can't wait to see what my brain does with it once I'm done this stitching. And I still have to find a verse to put on it. And I think I want something with healing. I think healing would be good. So I will have to go look in my little prayer Bible and find something suitable for the beautiful butterfly. And yeah, I really do think I will stitch that up here. I'd like to do something like, oh, a spiral Bible verse would be so cool. Just stitch words in a spiral. Oh, I'm getting ideas. I need to write these down. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. A spiral of Bible verse. And the other one was a cat. I just put cat. Cat. Because cats. Maybe a chicken. I definitely, guys, I definitely need a chicken, don't I? Definitely need a chicken. Okay. I am going to show you what this looks like. I do like it. Sometimes it's a little hard to see if you're on a phone or a smaller camera, but I like how the stitching just kind of blends right in, and it's not going to blend in on all of them, but it blends in enough. And so you can see that just lines right up there. Sorry, my hands are very dry and crackly. But it just runs right up there. And yeah, another thing I could do is take another strand and whip that, just going from one side through, you know, each little thing, and just kind of whip those together. I could do that if I wanted. But yeah, I like how this is turning out. Yeah, it'll look good. I don't like this. I love this. So awesome. If you have any ideas of what I can do here, please let me know, because I will be back to show you more soon. But I will upload this video because it's pretty long. So I'm gonna squish these two that I did together today and get this edited and uploaded while I work on this. And then yeah, I will probably finish this today, and then maybe Monday I can come back and do some more on camera for that. Okay. We'll see you next time. Bye.